No, you crossed it. All right, cool. Mount, escape. Horrible place to be. Let's get it quick. All right, one of the most important things, we're talking about self-defense. We're not talking about jiu-jitsu tournament. I want to sit high on his chest, pound him, rain down elbows, and smother him. Here's where I want to be. I want to be right here. Bam, bam, bam. Right here. Smothering him, doing all kinds of stuff. Maybe snapping his arm. After I snap his arm, what do I have to do? I keep punching him. In a self-defense situation, I tear that. I do that Americana or Kimura. That's fine. I snapped his arm. Now he's biting me still. He's still doing everything he was doing before, only with less movement. That's it. That makes sense. Adrenaline's a hell of a thing. I've seen people on video get shot 7, 13 times still running forward. All right? So if you think a little Kimura Americana is going to stop somebody in a fight, you're crazy. All right? So I'm on top, raining down punches. What he wants to do is keep me on his hips while protecting his face. The problem is if I start throwing that hook and he goes for that block, then I can try and get a leg up. Does that make sense? So if we're in mount, how do we get a leg up? Throwing a hook, throwing a hook, boom, and that's how we get there. You can feel this right here. When I'm in mount, I want to pinch my knees together. One that makes his arms go here, but it takes away his ability to push me back down your hips. Go, boom, right there. Driving there in there, all right? So if I'm in here, let's see, we're in a jiu-jitsu competition. I can't open up by punching him in the face. You'll see guys just push. And a lot of guys will gable grip, and he just does this. And I can't really pass that much. Try and go for a triangle, but in the jiu-jitsu competition, you get away with that corny stuff. Right now, we're talking here, big elbow. He's gonna have to allow me up. Once I get here, I get here, I've got everything. I've got here, I can pull him up on his side, boom. And then what? Boom, I snap his arm, right? Boom, and after I snap his arm, I stand up. I don't fall back in a real fight, right? Why would I fall back in a real fight after I snap his arm? What happens if, okay, so obviously he's looking at me confused. So if I fall back and snap his arm in a real fight, now what? I'm on bottom and his arm's loose. Granted, one snapped, but I'm still in a really bad spot, and now I'm on bottom. So the idea is if I'm sitting in mount, and I'm scoot down just a little bit, and I'm raining down punches, he's gonna turn one way or the other. He turns that way, I hook, pull to the ceiling, push his face down, I put my hip in, I sit, boom, and right here I snap. Russians, Russians prefer a belly down armbar. Who knew that? Who knew that? You knew that, right? Are you Russian? Yes. All right, slow down. All right, cool. All right, so when I get here, Russians, a lot of times they prefer the belly down armbar because I come in here and once it snaps, I can spin back around and I'm still on top. All right, so think about that when you guys are doing these submissions. All right, even some stuff that are submissions aren't going to make somebody submit in the streets. It's going to piss them off and make you bite them. So down a little bit. All right, right there, cool. All right, so we're working on 2 different escapes here. All right, our first one is he gets me down the hips. He's going to buck up, boom, here. Now what he's going to do right now is one of his arms, his right arm, is going to take a collar tie. Boom, right here, boom. So a big collar tie right there and come inside. This one's going to wrap around my arm. Over the top, overhook, yeah. He's gonna trap it in. So now I can't post here and right here. And now what he's gonna do is, he's gonna go ahead and just sweep me on the arm he's got pinned. Go. Do the sweep, boom. And now I'm in guard, I'm in a bad spot, all right? Cool. The other one we're gonna work, not better, I'm gonna go mount, is guard retention. Getting our guard back, all right? They call it guard because you're at least a little bit better than him, so he's sitting on your chest. So when we get here, he does the same thing. He bucks up, boom. Now when I go here, he goes, does a hip escape. He escapes his hip all the way through. My weight's on him, and I sit back right away. You guys got that? Cool. So that's the 2 moves we're gonna do today. We're on week 2. All right, week 2, come here. Week 3 is next week, all right? Some of you guys do or do not know this, all right? When you lock me in a steel cage, I became a character called TigerHeart. This sadistic, vicious individual. I try not to be him too much in here, although some of you guys have met him. All right. When I become that person, I'll tell you where I like to be. Right here, side mount. I got elbows. I got knees to the face. He's gonna turn and give me his back. Does that make sense? I feel a lot safer here for him to buck or him to get out of here. Go ahead, roll into me. He rolls into me. Oh, I got lots of stuff you can't do in MMA that I can do in a real fight. Lots of stuff that make for jiu-jitsu a real fight. You just right here. I mean, we're not talking. Okay, let's take. It's not like the movies. It's not like 2 or 3 of these. One of these is going to, I mean, you don't think about not knock him out, but one of these is going to knock him back the other way. One of these right knees. That makes sense? So this side mount position right here, what we focus on most is what? Isolating this arm. I want to isolate the arm because the first thing he's going to do is going to put his palm on my head, on my forehead. Boom, there's my Americana. Let's say he straightens that out. I can't get it. He wants what? He wants that underhook. Underhook, take my back. Stop. Boom, right there. All right, when he goes for that underhook, whoof, slam it to the ground, pull him up, ha, snap. There's my Kimura, all right? If he doesn't get any of those, let's say I can't get that, and he straightens his arm, and he goes to roll into me. He rolls into me, tries to get it, he puts his arm on the wrong side. Boom, I'm gonna catch his head. Boom, hop. Arm triangle, he's going to sleep. You guys got that? That's next week. Right now, let's get our mount escape, and then we'll do a little open roll. All right, let's get to it, go.